Hello, Fairfield Christian School family. That still sounds a little weird to my ears as I say it, but that is definitely who we are, who we've become, and we're excited about what God has for us for the future. Today I'm sending out this special video announcement. Hopefully you are already enjoying Christmas break with your family, because I wanted to give you a heads up on the re-enrollment season, which will technically begins January the 1st, but obviously we won't be back in the office until the 9th to process re-enrollments. And so we're doing it quite a bit different this year. I wanted to give you a kind of a leg up on how the process is going to work as soon as possible so you can begin to plan if you are indeed considering returning your student to our school for the 2012-2013 school year, and we certainly hope that you are. Unless they're a senior, then we kind of hope that they get out of here. If you go to our new website, fcsfamily.com, and click on the tab to the right that says Admissions, you will see that for our new families, we have a three-step admissions process: admissions, enrollment, and then orientation. For our returning families, if you will look just to the left, you will see a link, two links actually, that you need to pay attention to. One of them is, it says returning families or returning enrollment, and when you download that particular form, it will give you all the pages you need to fill out to begin a process of re-enrolling your child for the coming school year. Right above that, you will see a link to the fee schedule, which includes an early discounted re-enrollment fee of only $175 if paid by January 31st to secure your student space. After that, it goes up to the regular $200 rate for the 2012-2013 school year. Now, a lot of questions have been asked if our rates are going up. I'm going to give you a quick answer, and then I'll give you an explanation. Yes. In an economy like this, several factors begin to weigh on the school. One is, and to be quite honest, as of the recording of this video, we have about 30% of our families past due in their payments. We didn't plan on that, and I'm sure they didn't either, because the economy right now is tough. And what happens when the economy begins to go south, or it's finally caught up to us here in the Fairfield area in Solano County, is prices begin to go up, because as people begin to compensate for bad accounts, or people begin to compensate for a lack of customers, prices go up on their products. And that is exactly what we're experiencing as well, from facilities all the way to curriculum costs and everything else. The natural inclination right now is for costs to go up. We're also building into our budget some bad debt for next year, because we know that families, unless the economy turns around very quickly, will continue to struggle. Beyond that, we are making sure now for our fourth year that our school really does stand on its own 2 feet. Coming to this point, our church has financially supported our school and kept it off the ground and plugged the holes where necessary. And our church is just not in a position to do that anymore. So we sat down, took a really hard look at the budget. Some of you might have heard that for the majority of our staff, we had recently a 20% across the board reduction in rates. We have had to let a couple of teachers go. We have downsized a full-timer into a part-timer. We have reduced some part-time rates to almost nothing, just a few hours a week. I've gone back into the classroom full-time as of January the 9th, and we're doing everything we possibly can to, number one, give you the best education, and we believe we're giving you that. We believe that we're not perfect, but we do believe that we provide you the best educational experience in Solano County. And then secondly, based on the rates that we've seen, we're also still, as far as we can tell, the least expensive school in Solano County. We recognize that Christian education is expensive. We get that. I wish someone in the government would pass vouchers and allow your educational tax dollars to go to the school of your choice. But unless California grows a spine, that's probably not going to happen anytime in our lifetime, although I wish it would. So if you've got questions about the rates, about the process, please just feel free to give me a call. Shoot me an email. I'd be glad to meet with you personally and explain a little further about our new pricing structure. You will notice, however, that we've added 2 new elements to our pricing. One is we do have an early payment discount. So if you are in a position to take advantage of that and pay the tuition up front, then you're going to get a discount over the regular rate. Secondly, and maybe most importantly, we have actually added a 12-month payment program as opposed to 10. Now, it does start a little earlier. It starts in July and concludes in June. But if the monthly tuition payment is your biggest concern, trying to factor that into your budget, then for returning families, your payment would be not a whole lot different than it is this year. if you choose to go on the 12-month payment schedule. So please look that over. We're going to stay within our means this year. We're going to do everything we can to budget the best of our ability. Now, point number 2 about the re-enrollment process. We are going to be a lot more firm this year on the church attendance policy. We have said from the outset that we are not an evangelistic school. We are a school for families who are committed to raising their children in Christian values, and part of that is regularly making sure your children attend church. So if you're returning, you'll notice in that returning enrollment packet that you can download is a form that a pastor or a leader from your church has to fill out, and no one will be accepted this year into Fairfield Christian School without that form completed by a pastor or a leader at your church verifying that you faithfully attend their church. If you have slacked and that has not been you, now is the time to get into church and do what you agreed to do when you enrolled your child here. Sorry if that sounds firm, but we're pretty big about that, and we've got a system in place now that we can actually track that and make sure that that remains one of our core values. So all that to say, we are excited to be opening the enrollment season for 2011-2012. This video is not public, it's just for our returning families. You got to hear because you had a link in an email or someone forwarded you an email so you could see it. So if you have any questions, please be sure to let us know, and we look forward to answering your questions and talking to you soon as we look forward to the next school year. God bless.